Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy almost new moon. We're inching towards the new moon in Aquarius on the 15th of the month. I'm filming this on the 12th, so a few more days we have until we peek right into the new moon. Dear Gemini, I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was hearing for you. Jane, nothing but a hound dog. Gone all the time, if those are the lyrics. And I was getting for you, I was hearing Capricorn. There's something here that perhaps is related to the Capricorn archetype or an individual with a lot of Capricorn in their chart, and out pops here the Mother of Pentacles. Lo and behold, okay, there's a strong focus here, and I'm hearing Valentine's Day specifically for you, a focus on undoing. Okay, I'm hearing specifically our relationship with our assets, specifically for a number of you. You have the Nine of Pentacles upright, right over the Sun of Swords in reverse, right over the Sun in reverse. Okay, the Sun mirroring here, the Nine of Pentacles upright. I'm hearing mega manifestor. There's a focus here on what it is you're shaping perceptively as a threshold for creation. You have here the Magician sitting upright, right beneath the Sun in reverse, right over the Six of Cups upright. For a number of you, I'm getting that you may feel a partnership will serve, okay, in some kind of way, and it's a question of exactly, I'm hearing the terms specifically for a number of you. Now you have the Seven of Cups upright, right over the Daughter of Swords in reverse, and there may be a question here of exactly on what side of, I'm hearing the fence do I stand in terms of, I'm hearing legality specifically for a number of you. What side of the fence do I stand on in terms of my own sense of, I'm hearing my judgment, okay, specifically, and it's almost like I'm imagining someone who's like, I usually know what to do in this situation, okay, and I'm specifically imagining someone who is, let's say, a lawyer, okay, and is right, they're faced with a certain, I'm hearing paradigm, I'm hearing shift, they're faced with a certain predicament that generally they would be able to find their way through, find meaning of as well. Okay, and 4, but there's this, I'm hearing this almost this shock value. I'm hearing that there's a certain nature to whatever it is that you may be grappling with, whatever it is you may be working with, that sets you, I'm hearing specifically out of place. Okay, and it's almost like, wow, I feel a little bit at odds with what I'm working with. Why? And I'm getting that there is a focus on reshaping altogether what it is we're working with and why. Okay, why are we working with what we're working with to begin with? And there is a beautiful, beautiful transmutational energy here for you, dear Gemini. I'm hearing Sagittarius, I'm hearing Capricorn, and Aquarius. You have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, both mirroring one another, sandwiching the Seven of Swords upright. Scorpio pulled the Seven of Swords in sort of the central position. You have the Four of Wands in reverse as well, right before the 5, and right next to the Mother of Pentacles. There's a focus here on assets for a number of you. What is my role in my career? Why am I here? Why am I showing up? What is it serving me, and what is it not? And I'm hearing, what is it also serving others? Okay, and so there could be a focus here on matters of community, of partnership, of collaboration, and what is the sense of sort of, I'm hearing self-integration with our work that we feel, I'm hearing speaks to us uniquely, and I'm hearing profoundly, and I'm hearing founder, success, value, I'm hearing venture. What is it that we feel is the pinnacle of why we're doing what we're doing? And setting the intention in such a way for what it is that we feel is held so much in a vision, so much in a vibration, so much as well in a moment of truth, where we speak, not vocally, where we stand, not literally, perhaps for a number of you, for what it is that we feel. I'm hearing prejudice, whatever that may mean to a number of you, for a number of you, however it is that you take it, can be interpreted in a number of ways. That does not, yet again, that we don't necessarily speak or stand for in a literal way, but that resides within us and finds its form in our performance. And it's almost like this, I'm hearing Scorpio and Sagittarius for you, Gemini. It's almost as if your barometer for understanding, I'm on target, I'm not on target, I'm following my path, I'm not, I feel like I'm moving in the right direction, I'm not, so to speak, as you may be perceiving it. I'm hearing onlooking, overlooking your work. The barometer for you engaging, okay, just how you are sort of aligned with a certain vision through your work, again, through your performance, through your career, your actual financial productivity, is by way of how it manifests for you emotionally as well as physically. And it's almost like, I know when things just don't feel right. I just don't feel, I just don't feel it. I just don't feel right. I just feel down. I feel down and physically. I feel down emotionally, so to speak, as you may be feeling it. And always, hopefully not. Always, hopefully not. And not that anything is necessarily negative or positive or neutral. It's always a matter of perception, right? But what exactly it is that, yet again, we want to characterize our role as being the moment of clarity that we reach when we merge our intuition with our ability to see what we intuit clearly, what it is that we feel so deeply for and about, in a way where we are, I'm hearing, living through it. Where we're not standing for it, we're not speaking for it, but we're merging, we're embodying it in whatever it is that we're doing, whatever it is that we're explaining, I'm hearing specifically, whatever it is that we're professing. You may have been grappling with, Gemini, the desire to sort of understand esoterically what you're working with. And it's almost like, what is the makeup? What is the composition? And it's almost like, why is it not, I'm hearing being carried out in the way, or being communicated in the way that I'm hearing have wished. Okay. And you have here the Hierophant, Taurus's card, the Major Arcana, right over the Father of Cups in reverse. Overlap with Scorpio here. Nine of Cups in reverse. Scorpio pulled the Hierophant, the Father of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. There could be a focus here on partnership that I'm getting specifically for a number of you has crossover between career and home life, family life, matters of love. Okay, I'm also hearing transcendence. Okay, I'm hearing values specifically. So let's pull the cards and see what comes through for you. Dear Gemini, I'm hearing Sagittarius for you again. Okay. Let's see what comes through. I'm getting that no matter, it's like this. I'm hearing Cancer and Scorpio. Again, persistent. 2 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Swords upright, and the 7 smacked up in the middle. There's a focus here on communication, on clarity of exactly where we stand in a very personal way with what we're working with. Okay, within what we're working with. And there's a focus, though, on an esoteric sort of nature to it. It's like, wow, okay, I can technically figure it out, but what is it that I am coming down to as a fundamental sort of cause, being the nucleus of why it is that I'm hearing I care specifically. As you may perceive it, take it as you will. Again, it could be taken in a number of ways. Let me grab a sip of water again, Gemini, I'm sorry. Bandit. Okay. Now, I'm getting that. There's a feeling of it's like no matter what the circumstance is, and I'm specifically envisioning a lawyer, okay, and somebody who is perhaps has a lot of Scorpio energy. Okay, 10 of the Death card upright, the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands in reverse, but I said Swords, so there may be an intellectual sort of component to a lot of what may feel like work, like daily sort of regimen work, okay, paperwork sort of feeling. 6 of Wands in reverse, mirroring your Death. Transformation being heavily alluded to, but perhaps something that you feel you're working with or another individual is working with that is important, okay. Nonetheless, I'm getting here that it's almost like I'm imagining somebody who is working at a desk. It's like a wooden desk, and they've got so much paperwork, working through all of these papers and guidelines I'm hearing specifically. And it's like, no matter what it is, whatever situation it is, no matter what paper I'm reading, no matter what I'm hearing, profile I'm reviewing, I want to get down to the heart of it, the nucleus of it, Two of Swords, again, that sort of energy. What is it exactly that I'm working with, that I'm grappling with? And it's almost like whatever it is that I come across, whoever it is perhaps that I come across, I almost want to, I'm hearing profile them in a way that I'm hearing determines a left from a right. Okay, and it's like I want to be super, and it's almost like I want to have a way that's super clear and simple and easy of determining I'm hearing if I want to pursue something and if I don't. And the clarity of the sort of, yet again, the symbology of what you're working with is so fundamental to you as you feel it. And you have your Strength in reverse. This is Leo's card of the Major Arcana, Virgo's card of the Major Arcana here as well, the Hermit. Right beneath this Ten of Wands, you may have a lot of paperwork here. I'm hearing specifically on your mind. Virgo, you have here as well the Star, beautiful, right over the Son of Pentacles. Maybe dealing again with a Capricorn. Virgo, absolutely Virgo as well. Taurus, you have the World upright and the Set of Wands in reverse. There's something here, Gemini, that you feel you're drawing nearer towards. You're getting closer towards. I'm hearing you're navigating yourself towards, and you're orienting yourself for, that speaks so closely and so fundamentally to what it is that you feel passionate about. And the manner, I'm hearing the mannerisms as well, the manner in which, the methodology that you use for what it is that you are working with, that you are grappling with, that helps illuminate for you and bring to surface perhaps certain paradigms, okay, certain thoughts I'm hearing as well, clarifies the nature of your work. For you, as a source of motivation, I'm also hearing manifestation. And you have the World here, okay, and there's a focus absolutely on I'm hearing trailblazing. What is it that we feel? This is our mark that marks our spot. X marks the spot. But it's not just any spot. This is, I'm hearing, my campground. I'm hearing, this is where I want to bear and shed my skin. This is where I'm hearing I'm hearing ozone. I'm hearing layers. This is where I want to, I'm hearing both burrow, okay, and also I'm hearing perform. This is where I want to, and I feel that I'm hearing come to terms with what it is that I'm feeling, what it is that I want to create. And there's a focus here on paradigm shift, and I'm seeing it almost as Son of Wands in reverse, looking over at Strength in reverse. You may be dealing with a fire sign, you may be dealing with someone who's got a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and this may be your very own energy. I'm getting, for a number of you, absolutely, this is your own energy, and I'm getting that there's a strong performative quality here that is a focus, particularly if you've got a lot of fire in your chart, and I'm getting it almost as you're looking at yourself, and it's like you're almost like, it's like I'm watching my own tapes, I'm reviewing my own work, I'm revising my own work, I'm reviewing old paradigms and principles that I've used in my work in some kind of way, perhaps, or in my performance, take it as you will, whatever it is that may be, I'm hearing, relevant to you in this moment, in this period. And it's almost like I'm looking at myself, I'm taking a really good, close look at not what I see, not what I've seen, not that which has been a threshold of success for me, not, I'm hearing specifically at my numerical values, okay, not, I'm hearing as well as at my numerical presence, but what it is that used to, at a certain point in time, I'm hearing glorified for me in a private way, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm getting for a number of you that it's this coming back home with what it is that you feel connected to. And what it is you feel, oh yeah, thinking about this I'm hearing enlivens me. This I'm hearing, the very social circle makes me want to, I'm going to get out. I'm hearing specifically get out. And I'm hearing speak about things, get social. I'm hearing specifically. Let's pull here a few cards for Valentine's Day specifically to see what comes through for you, and whatever partnership paradigm this is referring to, be it your partnership with your career, with your work, whatever it is that you characterize as career and work. And just as we say that, the Six of Pentacles in reverse coming through, and or, right, a certain love relationship. I'm hearing harmonization, principles, that which also speaks to, I'm hearing matter, the physical dimension, as well as perhaps that relationship that we hold with ourselves. There is a focus here, and I'm getting that there is a transmutation of emotional engagement. How it is that we have emotionally engaged in partnerships from the past. That is transmuted, specifically, I'm getting, for a number of you, by way of an earth sign, or by way of feeling that we are coming closer to terms with what our role is in forming a sense of stability. I'm hearing in harmonization, perhaps also physically, with what it is that we are involved in. You have here the Hanged Man, Pisces card in the Major Arcana, in reverse, to which point the Hanged Man standing straight up in its grave. And take a look here at this card, right, this bat. It's like bloodshot eyes. It's like awake, days on end, night after night, right? This sort of cyclical nature to this card. Ten of Wands in reverse sits right next to this Hanged Man. Okay, the High Priestess, also speaking to Pisces energy in the Major Arcana in reverse, right over the Two of Cups in reverse. This energy came through for Capricorn, okay? So take it as you will, and maybe cross over with Capricorn. Four of Cups upright, mirroring here the High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess is right smack dab in the center of your spread. Son of Wands again coming through as the theme. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Daughter of Pentacles upright, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Dear Gemini, there is a paradigm shift. What is it that we identify as a career? Excuse me, Gemini. And what is it that we identify as a byproduct of a passion? What comes first? What is coming first? What has come first? And why, as well? Why have we engaged certain, I mean, specifically paradigm partnerships in such a way, or perhaps physical partnerships in such a way that has challenged the depth that we realize we are, I'm hearing, experiencing as a transformative being. And it's like, okay, limiting myself to the physicality of a partnership, limiting myself to the financial aspect of a career, makes me feel, I'm hearing, not three-dimensional, but one-dimensional. Okay, whereas like I have one side to me. I'm hearing specifically for number five. I'm hearing, and I don't. And for those of you who've got a lot of water in your chart, specifically 8th house energy, specifically 12th house energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well. Where is it that this depth takes me? Where is it that I've channeled this depth, this propensity to feel so much, the propensity to engage this propensity to feel so much in my interactions with others? I'm hearing, does a relationship serve? And what is a relationship? And there's a sort of coming head to head with this concept for you, Gemini. What is it, yet again, that I'm hearing, am seeking? And the focus being on that, and I'm hearing that it's specifically a sort of, I'm hearing a reflective process, okay, where it's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and it's like, hi Gemini, I'm hearing you're going on today. Hi Gemini, I'm hearing it's all you. I'm hearing you're heading the show, I'm hearing you're heading the team, and I'm seeing you looking at yourself in the mirror and speaking to yourself. And if you're not speaking to yourself, you're looking at yourself and you're communicating in a way that I'm hearing sheds the layers and shines the light on what I'm hearing needs to be performed, what needs to be enacted as you may feel it, and what needs to be shed as a layer. And the moment that you enter the cycle again and the rhythm, and you move into the rhythm of, I'm hearing transforming, and I'm also hearing performing. I'm hearing singing specifically for a number of you. You find your principal value of the role, yet again, that either finances, career plays in relationship to what feels to be a transformative rather than stagnant cycle, right? Earth speaking more to sort of constant, right? Moving into the long term. Whereas fire, air are more dynamic, fluid, spontaneous energies, right? Generally, okay, but always, right? So many factors can sort of affect how certain energies come into play or go into effect, depending on how it is moving through for you. But again, related to what has remained as a sort of physicality, perhaps in a relationship, or what has remained as a sort of material focus, is outcasted, I'm hearing, as the outlier. I'm hearing outlier effect. And there comes the realization, Gemini, I'm hearing Libra for you specifically here, however that energy may be operating in your personal chart, or if you're dealing with a certain individual with Libra in their chart, what is it that, or yet again, referencing matters related to Venus, given that Venus rules Libra, okay, partnerships, love, harmony, finances, also career and creative sort of engagements, hobbies. What is it, also art, music, what is it that we feel we are moving through in our many transformations? What is it that we feel through we are redefining yet again? And so this may be cyclical for you. It's like, wow, every so often I come to a newfound understanding of what, for example, role I want the physical dimension to play for me, what role it plays for me as I perceive it physically. I want to understand how I move through that cycle yet again. In doing that, I realize I'm at the threshold. I'm also the gatekeeper of how I perceive myself as a multidimensional being. I'm hearing undergoing a transformative process. And there's a focus on flow, and also on release of certain paradigms. What is it that we feel makes for stagnancy of emotions? What makes for construction of, I'm hearing, in a way where we feel we are not feeling excessively, but where we feel we are moving through what we're feeling. Again, be it in a personal way, you and yourself, or be it you and others. Again, there may have been a focus here on a cyclical sort of nature and how it is that we've moved through certain similar experiences in the past. Okay, now it comes again full circle in a certain way, comes to a point of culmination as I'm getting it, and there may be certain lifestyle factors here that may be a focus for you, dear Gemini. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Love and light to enjoy this Valentine's Day. And I'm hearing specifically February break, so take it as you will, whatever that may mean. Enjoy this potent period of time as we step into the new moon, setting these intentions, manifestation, and the like, so on and so forth. So if you are setting a certain vision into motion here, and for those of you who may not have already signed up for the Moon Manifestation Program, I'm launching that program here this month for the Moon in Aquarius, right on the 15th, and leading into the full moon as it peaks in Virgo on the 2nd of March. So this program is currently available, and again, it's going to be starting officially right around the 15th of February. What does it entail? Okay. The moon, right, and its sort of course through the signs and its phases, so on and so forth, holds a certain impact for matters of manifestation and upon us as humans here on Earth. Why? This is something that I will review. I'll speak about matters of energy, manifestation, and the burnt my leg on the chair leg right here. Super hot, okay, because of the heater. Nonetheless, dear Gemini, I'm hearing take it easy, okay? Matters of manifestation, energy, and the moon cycle, okay? What is it that we want to perhaps get started, that we're excited about, that we want to carry in such a way that is carried into the long term. Okay, and if you desire that there be a certain sense of rhythm with which you are pursuing a certain goal, objective, ideal, then this manifestation program may be conducive for you in some kind of way, may be illuminating for you in some kind of way. So I'll be speaking about concepts of energy manifestation, the moon cycle, as well as in what role the moon plays in matters of manifestation, why it's important, so on and so forth, as well as providing a tailored, targeted reading for each one of the archetype signs for this period from the 15th of February to the 2nd of March. So guiding through on a day-by-day basis and schedule in one reading, again, for each one of the signs, what this moon cycle of manifestation sort of entails energetically for each of the signs. So depending on which sign you order, you'll be getting a tailored package with PDFs and calendars, timeline, activities specifically targeted for your sign as you move through these stages of the moon cycle. So if that's something of interest to you, feel free to purchase, reserve your space for the program, again, starting on the 15th of February via the link below in the description box that I provide. And it's as of yet available. All documents are available. Once you order, you'll be able to download them and start preparing for the beginning of the moon cycle. Okay, so thank you so much again for tuning in. Love and light to you, dear Gemini. Thank you so much for your dear support and all of your comments. I read them and I'm touched by them. I'm touched by your light. Thank you for your dear support, energetically above all. And for those of you who've been following me for quite some time, thank you so much for your dear support. And again, energetically above all, thank you for your shares, your likes, your subscriptions. And if you'd like to get notified of future posts, feel free to subscribe for those of you who may not have already been subscribed. And let's see, any other announcements? For those of you who may be interested in a personal service for you specifically, based on your personal chart, your personal energies, feel free to check out my website, alchemyandyou.com. I have a variety of services, link in the bio box description as well below. Variety of services that range from astrology reports that are in-depth 13 pages that will take a really deep dive with your personal astrological chart, and I'll take a look at that, detailing exactly what your energetic propensities are, what the strongest archetypes are in your chart. So for example, you're a sun sign Gemini, but maybe you've got a lot of Leo energy somewhere in your chart, and how is that energy operating exactly? I tend to take a focused approach on matters related to soul path, career, calling, so highlighting any particular gifts, skills, talents seen by way of the birth chart. So if you're sort of focused on a career shift, a career move, and you'd like some insight as to what industries may be most conducive, most favorable for your particular energetic expression, and so on and so forth, your gifts, your assets, your talents, then that may be something of interest to you. I also, of course, do personal readings, energetic assessments. There are a few options there. Some are partnership geared, and some are sort of general. So depending on what exactly and how in-depth you want it to go, there's a 30-minute version and a 1-hour version. Feel free to take a look at those offerings there, those options. And let's see, I also offer energetic alignment protocols. So for those of you who like to target energetic elemental balance, for example, I'm feeling so much air energy, oh my goodness, I'm thinking so much, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking some more. If you've got a lot of air in your chart, a lot of Gemini, a lot of Libra, a lot of Aquarius, this propensity may be pronounced for you. And it's always a question of exactly right how in a certain way these energies are operating in your particular personal chart, right? And so many factors can go into that, determining what that sort of algorithm is, so to speak. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an algorithm, but there are certain sort of directions that may be suggested by way of your birth chart as to how this energy may be most conducively channeled. So if you're seeking balance, specifically as it pertains to your energetic elemental expression, and we all have all 4 elements in our chart, air, fire, water, earth, just in different propensities, and again, and they may be working with each other in a certain way, and you feel that you would like to target elemental balance, then I have protocols as well on my website there, and I'll take a personal look at your chart to see exactly how these energies are playing out in your personal astrological blueprint, and I'll devise a tailored protocol specifically for you. for bringing out, balancing, harnessing any particular element of your choosing. So feel free to check out those services there, link below as well in the description box. Otherwise, I believe that's it. Thank you so much again for tuning in, dear Gemini. Loving light to you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.